Over the last few days, the Republican and Democratic candidates for Alaska's sole seat in the U.S. House of Representatives have been traveling the state to participate in forums for various organizations. As we reported yesterday, that trail recently brought them up to Fairbanks in front of the Alaska Chamber and the Greater Fairbanks Chamber of Commerce. At the Thursday event, which was held at the Westmark Fairbanks Hotel and Conference Center, Nick Begich and Mary Peltola discussed what they would do about Russian vessels contributing to bycatch in Alaska fisheries. Begich said the State Department needs to get involved and push back on Russia's actions, while Peltola highlighted the efforts she and Senator Sullivan have made to keep Russian-caught bycatch off American and Japanese markets. In response to increased geopolitical tensions in the Arctic region, both candidates advocated for increased military resources in the 49th state.
It was a good debate, good contrast between myself and Mary Peltola. And we have differences, and those differences need to come out so that voters have an opportunity to make an informed decision about who they'd like to support. I think this forum was one of the many forums that has provided that opportunity in this campaign, and I hope that voters will take the time to review the records and the policies of the candidates so they can make a decision about which candidate will best represent them in the Congress. I think it's really important to remember, Alaska gets one.
I think the event went really well. I think that the questions were really relevant to Alaska and Alaskans and the business community and the community as a whole. And really, it wasn't just about Fairbanks and the interior. This Chamber of Commerce meeting is statewide. Governing is challenging, and getting legislation through is challenging. Working with the administration on regulations is challenging, and I think it's really important to see the field of candidates and imagine how they would do it and how they could improve Alaska.
Among the questions asked at the forum, candidates were grilled about how they would work to build up tourism infrastructure and attract tourists to Alaska. As part of his answer, Begich said he would continue to push for a waiver to the Passenger Vessel Services Act, which was waived during the COVID-19 pandemic, to allow cruise ships into Alaskan ports. Peltola, meanwhile, voiced her opposition to Juneau's proposed no-ship Saturday rule, which unofficial results showed Juneau residents voting down in this year's local elections. After the forum, each candidate was asked what role the interior plays in Alaska's culture and economy and how they're working to address the region's needs.